What is up, guys? Today I wanted to make a quick little video on how to cheese your way up to GM in ranked Joust with this current meta. So let's get right into it. So right now there is a item that is turbo broken in the meta, and if you haven't known by watching the SPL or other things, the item is the breastplate glyph, the left side of that glyph. So pretty much in this team comp that we're doing, all three characters for the most part are going to be getting that item because it gives way too many prots. I actually forgot how many, but I'm pretty sure it gives you 60 physical prots base, and then you get like another 60 or something from the passive. It is so broken. They need to nerf it. Hopefully they do, but until then, if you guys want to quickly cheese your way to the top of the leaderboards in GM Joust, here's how you do it. So right now, in my opinion, from what I've been seeing in the GM lobbies, the meta team comp is going to be a mage, a guardian, and an assassin. And I know you're thinking, what? No hunter? No hunter? Yes, no hunter, because hunters don't really build breastplate effectively, right? We need attack speed, and that item gives no attack speed, so that sucks for us. It could maybe work on some ability-based hunters, but I think assassins just do the job a little better. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna first off point off the assassins. We're gonna go in the order. We're just gonna go in order. So there's three assassins you really want to aim for in this comp that we're running. Naja, which you're probably never gonna get because he's gonna get insta ban usually. Thor, and then Camazotz. These are the three you should be aiming for. And I'm just gonna quickly go through the builds. I already pre-built them a little bit, but yeah. So Bountiful Bow, so you get cooldowns, faster. Bluestone, so you can clear early. You still want Thebes, you're going to want Jotuns, and then you're going to want that breastplate. And after you get the breastplate, immediately upgrade it. Immediately upgrade it to get the glyph. You could actually go breastplate before Jotuns. It just depends how you're feeling the game, The order of this doesn't really matter, or it does matter depending on what the game is, You're going to want Onis, because Onis is such a good item for Joust, because you're usually within 3 players, and it caps at 3 people. So it's perfect. It gives you the full passive mostly. But just to go back into breastplate, just to show you guys what it does. So each time you are hit by an ability, gain a stack of 7 protections that corresponds to the damage type you are hit with, to up to a max of 4 each. Once you reach the max stacks of both kinds, gain a burst of 20% movement speed and double your protections gained by this effect, which is insane, guys. The doubling part is insane, and there's no cooldown to this, right? It can happen and then happen right after, like as long as you're constantly getting hit. So that's why this item is so broken. They need to do something about it, and hopefully they do. But yeah, for the rest of the part, it's just you're tanky, and then you get a little defense at the end. You have 40% CDR right away, so you can spam those ults, spam those ring tosses and sashes. Naja is probably the best assassin you want to aim for this. And then I would say second one you should aim for Thor or Cam. That's kind of tied up to your playstyle, to your preference, whatever you think you're better at. But his build is gonna be sort of similar. Also, yeah, I put these situational items under here. You don't always need Onis on your assassins. You're gonna always want them on your mages for the most part to make them even tankier. But you have Thebes on your mages. You're not gonna be getting Thebes, but you have Thebes, so you don't really need Onis. I just put it here as a suggestion. But yeah, if you don't need anti, of course you're not gonna build a beat stick. But I also like Runeforged Hammer. I think the glyph to this item is really good too. If you didn't have this side. Because this is crazy. This is also crazy. If they ever nerf breastplate, you're gonna be probably getting this glyph for Thor. Because Runeforged Hammer is actually pretty good on him. So you could get that instead of the breastplate if you don't need it. But these first 4 items you probably want to get. Hydra's pretty good. You're gonna overcap in CDR, but that's okay. And then the last character is Kama. And the reason I said maybe for everyone building breastplate is he actually doesn't need it. You want him to be as damagey as possible. You want to get the Steves online so you're tanky enough, and then you just go straight damage. Straight damage. He does the job. He has an ult to get away. He doesn't need that extra tankiness because he has a getaway card. But yeah, those are the 3 assassins I think you should aim for. Anyone else? I mean, other stuff could work, like maybe Bastet. Cleo, you're building full damage just like Kama. But yeah, for the most part, you want those 3. Now we can go to the Guardians. You get a lot of leniency with the Guardians. Whatever you prefer. I think the top ones are definitely Bacchus, Kuzenbo, of course, stuff like that. Charon, Kabrakan. But I'll just show you guys the build. Just so we're on the same page. You're gonna want Santa Time on your Guardians, which is weird, right? Why is our Guardian getting a mage starter? But it actually is the play, and they did buff the what's it called? The upgrade to it. So now you get a bunch more health when you die. I guess I can't show you because I already built it, but you get 40% of your health back when you die, when you get revived. The alternate timeline is what I'm talking about. But yeah, you're gonna get Thebes as well. You're gonna have 2 people with Thebes on your team because your assassin is gonna want Thebes just so they're extra tanky. You actually could on your assassins, like let's say you're playing Naja, you could go for a prophetic if you think you can slide that in there, just so you get 2 auras instead of just 1. But yeah, it just depends how you feel. I just think Thebes is faster, and Joust games are a lot quicker than most, but it depends. You do want some damage near the end of your build. I put Divine here in case you do need anti-heal. It's always actually really good on your Guardians because Abacus has anti-heal built in his kit, but it's always so nice because even if people don't have a lot of healing in their kits, they're going to usually have chalices and, you know, HP 5, so it does affect that. So it's always pretty good. As your 6th item, Stone of Binding, Spirit Robe, Typhon's Fang, which is weird, right? But if you think you can kill their backliners with these 2 damage items, like, go for it, you know? The Ethereal Staff is always going to be good too. So it's one of those last items for your 6th item. But yeah, a lot of Guardians work. Like, just pick your poison, really. Terra's also good, you know, Xingqian, Ganesh, Fafnir. Yeah, okay. And now for the mages, this list is a little longer for specific gods because some gods do a lot better with this, you know, build that I'm about to show you than others. For example, Opwash is one you aim for. Baba still, you know. Eset's okay. Discordia is okay too. Like, Discordia is a good god, but she's not the best with this build. She can still make it work for sure. Excel is extremely good. If you guys love Excel, start playing her now because she's really good with this current build. She got a little buff that gives her 15% mitigations in her ult, so that really helps her with this new build path. Hera got a buff too. I haven't tried her yet, but I'm assuming she's also pretty good with it. Morgan Le Fay is so good with it. She's probably in the top 3 category right now for this build. Really good. Persephone's not the best with it. She's like more full damagey. Raijin's the best. If you can get Raijin, please get Raijin. Please get Raijin. Please get Raijin. He is by far the best with this build. He's just OP right now. That's why his kit is disgusting. Thoth, he's still a great character. You should still aim for Thoth, but he's actually not the best of this build because, you know, you're usually afar not getting hit as Thoth, but probably still you could probably build him full damage as long as you're safe and stuff. But yeah. Jean Kui is really good with it too because of his passive. Like, you get so many prots. You're pretty much another Guardian with him. It's so good on him. But yeah, let's get into Raijin. I already have the build pre-built, but yeah, you're going to want Bow into Vampiric Shroud. And this one, when you upgrade it, you're going to want the left side, okay? You're going to want the left upgrade. You don't want to be taking health from yourself, okay? So you're going to want a Blood-Soaked Shroud. So make sure you remember that. Not the right one. And then you want Pythax. And Pythax is a weird item because it just recently entered the meta. It's really good because you're always next to your teammates, right? It's all about teamwork. It's all about being next to your teammates when you're fighting, and your physical characters get 15 extra power. 15 extra power, while your magicals only get 20. So it's really good for your physicals because magical and physical power are weird when you compare the numbers, right? You always want, if it's higher in physical than it is magical, then something's wrong, you know? Because magical power is higher, but it's still around the same damage, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'd explain that. You want your BP right after, and then Onis. You have 30% cooldown right here already, and you're gonna be probably getting a power pot. So that's where your last 10% comes from. But yeah, the rest is history. If you need Divine, you get Divine. If you need Typhons, and here's where that Soul Reaver comes into play, right? If your Guardian or you don't think you need anti-heal or if your Guardian has an anti-heal and you don't think you need it, then you can go Soul Reaver. The Soul Reaver is always good. So it just depends. You always do want that Typhons. It actually complements the Pythax pretty good. And Shroud, you have 3 lifesteal items, and this item makes you do more damage if the more lifesteal you have or something like that. Keep in mind, the enemy team is probably going to have Divine after they see all these lifesteal items. And that's why you're probably going to have Divine yourself, because the people you're facing might do the same build. And you don't always want that. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the most part. But yeah, just to reiterate, the 3 mages you want to go for in this current meta, I'd say are Raijin, Morgan Le Fay, probably still Thoth. But don't sleep on Opwash. Opwash is so annoying in this game mode, man. He's so annoying. You gotta try him out. Excel too. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Yeah, if you haven't secured a GM border yet, I'd recommend doing so now. You really just need a 3-sack. Like, I think this comp plays itself. I think your strongest player should be on the assassin. They probably have to play like the smartest, if you want to say. But other than that, yeah, just grab any 3-sack you got. Like you guys can figure it out as you work together and get better with one another. But as long as you have friends, you can get to GM. Okay, that's all you need. Okay, guys. All right, have a good rest of your days, boys.